Good morning. How are you? Actually, I should say good afternoon. It is afternoon. This morning really got away from me. I've been so crazy busy, which I can't complain because my February was not busy. So to be busy now is really good. So anyways, we are here. It is afternoon. I do have somewhere to be, so I got to get ready. So I thought I would just jump on here because I do have one new product, and it's kind of interesting because I had told you guys I'm not buying a lot of makeup, and I'm not, and especially foundations. Like, I'm really trying to go through the foundations that I have. I've got those that I'm partial to, that I like the most, I grab the most. So I don't really want to buy any, but my daughter, she love her heart. Sorry. She has this foundation that she really, really likes, and it looks great on her. So, like, I actually tried a sample, or tried it. It wasn't the right color for me, but it was really good. It's more of a high coverage, and I'm not much on full coverage. She is. But for some reason, she got it in her head. She found that Haus Labs had a new foundation. Now, she's a huge Gaga fan, but she's never necessarily bought a product just because she was a fan of somebody. So I don't really know if that was it, or if she just thought she needed another foundation. Maybe I'm rubbing off on her. One's just not enough. I don't know. So she got on Haus Labs. She saw it was new. She had seen some reviews, and people really, really loved it. She got on. She did a color match. So she found this color that she liked, or that was supposed to match to her. She got it in yesterday. And she had a white cast. So it's funny because her and I are alike in so many ways. And in our coloring, I'm typically darker than her as far as getting a tan, whatever. She doesn't tan very well. She has very pale skin. But her foundation is darker than mine because she's got a lot of red in her complexion. I don't. I'm very neutral. So we don't typically use each other's foundations. Like I said, when I tried her Makeup Forever that she uses, it was totally the wrong color for me. And when she tries mine, it's not. So she was trying it last night. She got home late from practice. And, excuse me. And I was downstairs with her, and she's like, well, let's look at this. And I'm like, okay, sure. She's not one that we can go play makeup together, you know. So I go in there, and she tries it on, and I just, you know, that's all I could do. She's a Mom, this looks like your color. And I'm like, you know, you filled that out. You filled out that little form. It's supposed to be good. And I'm typically not the same as her. So, but I'm like, you know, let's try it. So I did. And it's a good size bottle. It is actually $45 for this bottle, which I don't know if it's, I don't know if you consider that expensive or not. I pay about that for what I buy. But I feel like this is more product than what I buy for the same price. However, the color's not 100% for me, but it matched well enough that I thought I would do a video today and try it out to see if it actually will work for me and see how I like it. So a little bit about this product, because I really don't know anything. So I have it pulled up. Haus Labs by Lady Gaga, which I have a couple of her things that I do like. I really do like. And actually, I should have pulled out the eyeshadow palette and looked at using it today. I might have to knock everything over looking for it and see if it's, no. I don't know. I'll keep it out. I might change my mind. But, so I've got a couple things from Haus Labs, but I've never tried their foundation. I've got an eye palette, I've got a blush and highlight, and I've got an eyeliner. And I like every bit of those. So hopefully I like this. This is a, excuse me. They've got quite a few shades. I'm not going to lie. There's, if I can get it to click, the number of shades through here, it's impressive. It says it is got a natural finish, liquid, obviously, long wearing, medium coverage, natural. Oh, I already said natural. It's a clean product. Let's see. It's got 20 plus skincare ingredients. Delivers ultra comfortable long wear performance without compromising your skin. It's weightless, serum-like texture, which I'm not usually a serum type foundation person, so I didn't realize that. Has a luminous finish, seamlessly blurs and smooths for a natural luminous finish, and you wear all day. No slipping or caking. We'll see. So we are going to try it. And excuse me, I feel like something is stuck. Sorry about that. I feel like there's something stuck, and I don't know if it's actually there or if I'm having problems. A day in the life of Erin. You don't know what's going on. So a couple of things I want to mention. I do have my deeper tape or Sculpt tape. This is the one I've been using. This is the new color. We're going to try it out. We will use the new ColourPop concealer. I'm not trying the Il Maquillage again right now because I am going somewhere and that was a mess. I typically do my eyes first, but because this is a new foundation and I don't know if I'll have to wash it off if I don't like it once it's on, we're going to do our face first. So we're going to jump right in. So again, thank you for joining me. My name is Erin. Gone however many minutes in, I didn't mention that. We are doing a get ready with me. Like I said, I've got somewhere to be, something to do. We're going to whip up a look here real quick. If you're interested in anything that I use, I will note it in the comment section or down below, not in the comments, down below for you to see. If you have any questions, thoughts, or concerns, let me know. I always love to hear from you. And all right, let's go. So as I typically do when I am trying something new, I want to go with something that I know works very well. And today that is the SmashBox primer. So I like to try new products. And I like to give it the best possible chance to work. So I'm using one of my two favorite primers. I have a few I use, honestly, depending on what my needs are. But this is one of them that is really kind of my tried and true. It's the original primer I started with when I started buying more high-end brands. And yeah, so that's what we're going to stick with. Okay, so I grabbed my little handheld thing, which I was doing it on my hand yesterday, and which is fine if I'm at home and I was actually getting ready to wash up for bed. So, but when I'm going somewhere, I don't like to do that because I have a really bad habit of swatching stuff on my hands and then forgetting to wash it off. And actually, I've got to go somewhere after my appointment, and I'm going to try on some clothes because I need a new shirt for this weekend. And I don't want to get makeup all over either my customer or my clothes I'm trying on. So it is a watery, more, I guess, serum is what they called it. And I have had the, I've been doing, I should say I haven't had, I've been doing, my concealer. I've been doing one side under the foundation, one side over it. I'm sorry, I'm going brain dead. I'm looking at this and I'm like, it's not exactly the right color for me. It's a little bit lighter than I think I would normally use. But let's see, it blended out very well yesterday, so I'm hoping that is the case tonight. But I decided not to. See how it covered up that blemish. I decided not to try to test that. Okay, so I feel like it's really moving on my skin. if I don't use it, I won't feel awful. I mean, I know she gave it to me. I actually offered to pay for it. She wouldn't let me. So I'm not out anything. And I know she wasn't going to use it, so. And you know, I think you can return foundation. I'm not 100% sure. I typically don't return anything. I'm really actually bad about that. Okay, so I do feel like it's a little bit lighter, but it has blended in. I do kind of feel it on my face. Let me make sure. What do we think? What do you think? Let me know. So I will say, I feel like I've kind of got an luminosity to it, which if you know me, I think is great because I love one of the primers I use is a illuminating one because I love feeling like I'm glowing. So I do feel like I'm glowing. I wish it felt more natural color, but I put on my contour and everything. I feel like it's going to be just fine. So it's not awful. It is a wrong color, so I would have to probably try to, if I wear it, mix it with something and see if, you know, what I can mix it with to get it. Okay, so I don't know. I feel like my pores are nicely covered. I do feel like it's on my lips and it's more oily than dry. I don't know if that's really the right word. I don't feel like my under eyes look bad. What do you think? So, it's not bad. Like I said, last night when I put it on, I knew it didn't really like cover. So I will put on a little bit of concealer there and see how it reacts to it. I'm going to first spray some setting spray. You know, and I bought this setting spray. This is actually the second bottle. It's going everywhere. Did you see that? And I really thought I would like it. That's why I bought another bottle. And I'm really not impressed with it. There are so many good ones that I have. And then when I buy one that doesn't, like at first I thought it was, and it could be the bottle because it's just not spraying like I thought it would. Or like I remembered it did. So it is probably the spray bottle. But it's almost empty, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. Now, I'm like, sorry, I'm at a loss. I swear I do makeup regularly. You just can't tell it some days when I'm having my moments. I'm trying to wash that up. It'll be easier if I do instead of letting it dry. Okay, so I got two of my, it's the same brand, ColourPop. And it's the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic, which I really like, especially with the hyaluronic around my eyes. This is the highlighting one I don't think I'm going to use because everything else is paler. We'll put that over there and we're going to use the normal one, which this is my normal color. I'm very, you know, we'll see how it looks. I don't like to put a lot of it on. Put that on up here just to that blended out really well. Can you tell? Okay. Color-wise, I don't think it's a problem. I think it did very well. Okay. I know the concealer's good. So it's not that I'm checking the concealer. I'm checking how it set on this new foundation of mine, or the new foundation I'm using, to see how it settles, if it's going to crease, if it's going to sink into anything. And I feel like it's done a really good job. So, am I crazy? What do you think? Okay, here we go. Now, let me move some stuff out of the way. I've got to get that off my lips. Ugh. I hate foundation on my lips. If you followed me long enough, you know that that's kind of one of my things. I absolutely hate when foundation's on my lips. So, okay. Let's do some sculpting. And I didn't grab a bronze, and I probably should have, but I'm going to try it without to see how it works. So this color that I have, if I can tell, is soft bronze. It's the one I've been using. This one is warm bronze. Now, I believe this that I've been using is the, light to medium. So I'm hoping this is more adaptable. Whoa, that came out fast. Okay, so let's just compare. So yeah, definitely a deeper. Okay, hopefully this isn't too much out at once and it will blend, because one of the things I do like is how easy it blends. So I'm hoping it continues to be that way. I'm going to blend this in before I... That looks so dark, doesn't it? Ooh, maybe not, Erin. Holy heck. I don't think I'm going to need any more. Look how much is... Do my whole damn face. Okay. So that puts me in a dilemma, because if I'm not mistaken, this is just one shade above the one that I was using that I thought was too light. So now we're going to have to do a lot of blending. I've got to wonder if it's going to be one of those things where I use the one and then just pop in a couple of drops of this to help deepen it up, which is what I was doing with the Charlotte Tilbury. I'd put that on and I'd put a dot or two. This just kind of makes me look muddy. And I don't like looking muddy unless I'm playing in the mud. So, it's blending though. I mean, it is blending out nicely. Okay. Definitely not going to put bronzer on. Don't think that's needed. So to do my nose, we're going to go back to this other color. And let's just pop a little in there. Let's just try it. That's what we're here for, isn't it? I think this would be a disaster if it wasn't so blendable. I mean, it blends very, very nicely. So I didn't use much of that new, deeper color, and I feel like, I feel like the littlest bit of that deeper really changed the whole thing. So, I mean, it would have to be very, very little. But it does blend out. So that does help. I'm going to have to get a highlight for my nose, because I feel like, actually I know what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of white in there. Let me grab that to help where I feel like it's kind of just blended into one, and I want to give it a little bit more of a separation. So we're going to pop in a little bit of white, which this is the white eyeshadow that I use in the corner of my eyes. I love it. I feel like it really, it's not a highlight, but I feel like it is just as good. Okay. See, I feel like that really did help. Okay. I want to take my nice little and just poke myself in the eye. There we go. Okay, so lesson learned. That is sometimes the hard part about buying new products, and so I was thinking it was going to be very similar to the other one that I use, and I could put on like the 3 dots, but I'm going to have to go with less if I use that darker color. And but it blended so well that I don't feel like I'm muddy anymore. I feel like it really settled in. So now we're going to use this blush again. This is the second time using it, and I want to tell you I loved it. This is the Charlotte Tilbury blush wand. It's very similar to the contour wand that I usually use. And I'm going to say that Tarte also now has blushes like the Sculpt tape there, and I'm probably going to try one because I love this. I do like the Tarte Sculpt tape. I have to figure out the colors, but I love how blendable they are, how nice they are, and I'm sure the blush will be just as well. However, this this is Charlotte Tilbury blush is beautiful, like just beautiful. My daughter was making fun of me because the tape shape is a lot less expensive than the Charlotte Tilbury. I get that. That's why I told her when she was looking to look at the Tarte, because she loves cream blushes. So she tried this one last night. It wasn't, the color wasn't one that she would have bought, but I told her to check out the Tarte because it is a little bit better priced. I love it. I mean, I love it. I hope you can honestly see how beautiful this is. And I'm going to say it's setting on this foundation beautifully. So it's not rubbed anything off. It's blending in very, very nicely. So kudos. I think I can make this foundation work. I do. I feel like we can make it work. Let me get the... Okay. So that's my face. And I went through that really quickly, didn't I? So I'm going to spray it again. At least I'm hoping I'm spraying it because I don't feel it except for the big drops that are coming. It's almost empty. Almost empty. Like I might literally finish it today. That's how empty it is. And that could be why it's spitting like that. Okay, so now we're going to do the eyes. And I decided not to change to the Lady Gaga eye palette. I'm using Too Faced Born This Way, which is funny because Lady Gaga, but Born This Way, the Natural Nudes. So I am doing a nude brown type of look for what I'm wearing today. So we're just going to jump right out. And I will not be using lashes. So I wanted to show you this and see how it does. And I'm using a mascara that I do like, but I haven't used with this before. I'm kind of worried. I don't know. I'm sitting here telling myself, should I go with one that I know works well or just keep trying the different mascaras? Because that's what I want. I want to try the different mascaras and feel how they work for this wand. So this heated curling thing. I should have told you because you might not have seen the last video. So this is a heated curler that I had bought, eyelash curler. I have used it. I used it last time briefly just to show you how it's done. I usually wear lashes, like 90% of the time I wear lashes. However, I'm not today. And one other time I didn't, and I used this wand, loved it. So I'm hoping to have the same results today and show you all. Okay. So let's just start. We're just going to start with a neutral transition color. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of looking away from you all, aren't I? Yep. It's not on purpose. In case you're wondering too why I have this in my ear, and I probably just tapped it sorry. So last video I noticed I was probably talking really low. I'm not really 100% sure. But the audio was kind of everywhere. And I'm afraid it's going to be that way with this too, because the way I have to keep clearing my throat and whatever. But I thought, you know what? Let's try it with this on, acting as a microphone to see if it helps. So we'll see. If it didn't do anything, hopefully I'm talking loud enough that you can hear me. I don't know why I do that. I get to talking to myself mostly, and I get to talking like this, and I'm really low, and I'm thinking things through, and I'm not realizing I should be telling you all this, not me. So, anyways, if you're curious, that's why I have that on, hoping to help with the audio a little bit. We're just deepening the crease. So while I work on this, I want to tell you all, for those that have been with me for a while, you know, I have the true crime channels that I work on. Evil Lives Here, then a Cult. And because of personal issues, being sick, and honestly, my mental health, dealing with everything that I'm going through, I kind of backed off of it. Which really I hate, because I really liked doing them. But I backed away. I said I needed to prioritize my mental health and how I feel, and hopefully I will get back to it. So nothing has changed health-wise. Just give you that. I mean, like I said, I know a lot of us have been together, have talked about it. I do have my next 2 tests coming up in 4 days. So I'm hoping shortly after we'll have some answers, because I already have an appointment with the surgeon. So I'm hoping. I'm very hopeful. Anyways, my mental health has been better. And I thought yesterday, I was in my office working. I thought, you know what? I'm going to try these true crimes again. Let's see. Am I really feeling better? Blah, blah, blah. I was in tears. It did not go well. And maybe it was the one I watched because I had kids. But then I think, hell, everything pretty much always has to do with the kid. So, yeah, we're going to still wait to get back into that. So I will just continue to listen to my music. My music has really got me through some of the worst times. And I've been listening to, I'm not just listening to, I'm obsessed with the band BTS. I don't know if you know who they are. If you don't, you're really missing out. But they are a South Korean, I hate to call them boy band, but it's 7 guys that sing. And they're not boys. I mean, they're in their 20s. The oldest is 30, but they've been around for 10 years. And I knew who they were because they do have some American songs, or 100% sung in American, that have hit the billboards, and they've been up for Grammys and whatnot. But I've just never really been into K-pop. My daughter really got into them. What is this? 2021. And she found them maybe earlier, but she found them during the pandemic, and it really helped her through, you know, some of the things, because, you know, her senior year of college, and just a whole lot happened. So I've always heard you find this group when you need them the most. And I will 100% say I agree with that. So I'm not going to talk a lot about them. You don't know who they are, fine, it's whatever, but they sing about believing in yourself, trusting yourself. You could do whatever you want to do, and it's just so uplifting and empowering. Like, they truly empower you. I am so obsessed with this group now, and I have my favorites, but I absolutely love every one of them. But I would probably sell a kidney to actually get to see my favorite. But they are great. And I listen to their music. I watch. They have a lot of different things. They have obviously their music, but they have a variety show. They have different things. And I might have to put lashes on. I went way too dark, and I don't know if you'll be able to see my regular lashes. I mean, I love the way it looks, but it wasn't what I intended. Anyways. So yeah, they really have helped me during this time when I've been down and things have been really, really hard, mentally and physically. Like, I've been trying to work out, and of course I've been getting yelled at by about everybody. Why are you doing that? You don't have calories to do that, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to do it where I don't extend like a lot of calories, so I'm not doing cardio. I'm doing more toning and lifting, which I want to strengthen my body and tone and whatever. I mean, my body has literally been failing me, so I'm trying to strengthen it and get it. So when I get healed, because I will be healed, I will be strong. Now, I only mention that because it's just an example of how these guys really have helped. I listen to their music. I mean, I don't know. We all have to find, when you're going through something, truly 100% believe you have to find what works for you, and this does. So, they are on a hiatus, which I'm really hoping that they don't break up, but South Korea, they say they're not. Even as of yesterday, they come out with a statement saying that they will be back together in 2025. The reason they had to take a split is South Korea has mandatory military time that you have to go before you're 30 or whatever. So the oldest one actually had to go in, and he is currently in the military. And then another one declared about a week ago that he's going to go. So it's been, but I love this group, absolutely love them, and this is why I don't like to do my makeup first or my face first, but it's all right. It looks good. Yeah, I'm hoping y'all can see the lashes, because I should have stayed lighter so you can actually see the lashes, but we're going to go with it. Yes, we are. Okay, so anyways, my daughter's favorite, it's funny because her favorite is completely opposite of my favorite, and my thing just turned off. I hope it's not. I might have to charge it when I'm done. But her favorite's actually going on tour. Yeah. And, oh, he's doing only a few cities in the United States. He's doing a world tour, so he's going everywhere. And I think it's going to be his last hurrah before he goes to the military. So I think, honestly, after his tour, he will be going. So Allie has just been, she wanted these tickets, whatever. And I knew they were going to be expensive. Like, ridiculous. I have never spent so much on tickets. And I did get her tickets, obviously. I just said that. But it's funny because I'm excited. This is her, they call them bias, so you have your bias. So this is her bias. I think she would run off to South Korea with this dude in a heartbeat. And he's a rapper, which I would have never thought. I mean, I've always been rapper, old school rapper fan, you know. But I would have never thought myself into Korean rap. But here we are. So I'm bought tickets. And we are going a couple months out. And I'm going back to Chicago, which, if you all know, I hate Chicago. Hate it. The first time I went was last October. So it's not like I had been a lot. But my experience was awful that I said I would never go back. And here I am, volunteering to go back. So, we'll see. I'm excited. Like I said, if my guy ever went on tour, I can't imagine. And it's so weird. I said I wasn't going to talk a lot about it, but here we are. It's so weird because these guys are so young. Like, the youngest is only 3-4 months older than Allie. And the oldest is only a year older than my son, Tyler. And yet I'm crazy about them. Now, obviously, I'm not ever, I won't say, I don't know. I'm not stalker crazy. Let's just put that out there. Excuse me. But, I mean, these guys are so amazing. So good. So talented. Like, they dance, they sing. It's crazy. And it's I keep saying crazy, but it is, because I'm a 90s baby. Well, I'm not a 90s baby. I was a teenager in the 80s and 90s, and groups like New Kids on the Block were my boy bands of the group time, and I could care less. I was never a huge fan. Now, yes, last year I did go see New Kids on the Block in concert. My best friend went, and she invited me, and we were supposed to have a whole thing. She ended up not going. She was ill. My daughter went. We had a great time. But I really wanted to go for, like, In Vogue. I love In Vogue. But New Kids on the Block, In Vogue, Salt and Pepper, those are, my time period. And yet here I am talking about this South Korean band. And it's not me. There are so many people that are in love with them. It's crazy. Even celebrities. But we are going to a concert, which will be so much fun. It's a girl day for me and my daughter. And I am going to Chicago against all my better thoughts. Okay, so we'll quit talking about that. Unless you want to talk about it again and we can talk more, just let me know. Anyways, so I put one layer of mascara on. And you saw I used it before the mascara because I want to try to curl the lashes. You don't have to. It literally request or suggests and recommends that you put it on after the mascara. I like to try to get my lashes prepped. It's up to you. So I'll do one layer, and I know you're not going to be able to see these lashes, but I have determined this is what I'm going to do. And in case you missed it, I did use the Better Than Sex chocolate eyeliner. And I like to go right to the base of the lash and just lift it up and brush through for a curled look. And then I'm going to put another layer on. I don't know, can you see? Probably not, I'm sorry. Really, if you're not going to put lashes on, you kind of have to do a very light eyeshadow if you want to see it. And that's what I thought I was going to do. I got going and I really liked the way it was looking. Sorry. Okay, so there's the second layer, second coat. And again, just going to take this and brush it up. And then I will go ahead and brush down and prep that. The bottom ones worry me because it is a hot thing I'm putting next to my eye. It looks good. Maybe not lash good, like I'm wearing lashes, but it looks really good. I should have thought about that more before I went in with the dark. Oh well, you know, you win some, you lose some. I think it looks good, so it's not a complete loss. Okay, and do the bottom. And I will lightly put a layer of mascara on the bottom. Oh, I'm sorry. Show you the top of my head. Okay. And then I'll take this and just brush them down. I really don't know if it like curls going down. Kind of seems, I don't know, do you think it did? Okay, so I turned that off. I will have to charge it. Sorry, my gosh. I'm going to take this. It's got some stuff on it. I'm not going to add more. And just lightly go under. I'm not going to lie, I was kind of concerned how this makeup look was starting. And then when I got muddy and everything else, and I just think it has turned out very, very nice. Okay, so I am going to, oh, I forgot to do this. Let's do this real quick. Not on that end, this end. I don't like to touch in case I have something on my hands. This is the Haus Labs Eco Liner, Eco Intensity. I don't know if I would say intensity is the right. At least this color is not intense. What is intense is how quick it dries. Okay. Now, I'm going to put what I started to do and then realized I didn't put liner on it. Is some white in the inside corner and right up here. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Let's just blend this out. Nice. And where's it at? I'm just going to take this and pat, pat, pat. I just wanted it to... And this is the white that I used on my nose. So let's just put a little bit more, if it will. I didn't want to open it back up and get more. Okay. Now, lipstick. I am again. Well, let's spray for the final time. Yeah, I think we're going to be done with that. The droplets. I'm just going to say, I mean, I had the blemish. It's very nicely covered. I don't feel like I am heavily makeup. I didn't put any extra, I didn't put the bronze on after I did the contour. And I feel like the blush, I didn't need anything else with it. I truly, that blended out so well. I don't feel muddy anymore. I about threw that away. That's not good. So this look really did come together. Now this is a Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Savant, I believe is the color. These things, I tell you, I honestly don't think they come off till you take them off. I took a shower. So I always take my makeup off before I take the shower. That way I can like remove any excess makeup if needed when I'm washing my face. And I took my makeup off and I didn't take the lipstick off. I wasn't thinking the color I had on was such a pretty natural color. I honestly forgot I was wearing any lipstick. Get in the shower, wash my face, you know, do my thing, get out, and my lipstick was still on. This stuff gets on your teeth. I hate that, but this stuff is good. So here is today's look. I hope you have enjoyed it. Like I said, I really thought this was going to be a disaster, and it turned out into something nice, I think. And I really like it. I really like it. So hopefully you do too. Anyways, thank you for joining me. As always, I appreciate you. Let me know your thoughts, comments, anything, any suggestions. Should I try something? Have you been looking at something and you want to see how it, let me know. Just bring it on my way and I will see if what I can do for you. So in the meantime, you guys have a safe day. Be careful. Have fun if at all possible. And I will talk to you later. Goodbye.